Hello, my name is Christopher, and today I'm going to show you how to install and get working Adguard Home on Home Assistant. I'm going to walk you step by step, and I'll try to go as slow as possible so you understand every step. And also, by the end of this tutorial, you should have it installed and working. So, a little bit about this series. I'm going over a home automation, so I'm going to go over installing software to get into home automations and everything like that. So if you like that, subscribe, comment, like, and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start on the Home Assistant homepage. And then, so we're going to go down to settings right here, below developer tools. We're going to go to add-ons right here, below the areas and zones. And then we're going to go to add-on store, down the bottom right. And then if you scroll down and you go to Home Assistant Community Add-ons, you'll see Adguard right here. We're going to click it. And then we're going to install right here. Okay, you can turn on watchdogs, so if the container crashes for any reason, it'll restart it. And then show in sidebar, so it'll show over here in the sidebar. One thing that we do have to do before we start this and get it up and running is we have to go to settings right here, and then we have to go to system, then we have to go to network, and then if you go down here to IPv4, we're going to have to set this as static for the Adguard Home to allocate the IP address. So we're going to press save. And then, okay, now it's saved. Okay, now we can go back over to settings. Then we go to add-ons. Then we go to Adguard here. It's grayed out right now because it's not running. Okay. We can go to configuration. We can see the SSL. So full chain, private key. And then you can see the port that the DNS server will be running on, 53. And then you can see disabled ports right here. You can go over to logs and see what the logs are. Okay, now we're going to go to start. So this is going to start the container up. Okay, now after a few seconds it should start and we should be able to go into it. We're going to go to the sidebar right here, and then we're going to click Adguard Home. And then you can see that it is up and running. And I'm going to pause it right here. I'm going to put a little bit of data into it, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and all I did was put the setup guide over here. You'll just put your IP address inside of your computer, your network, and go from there, and then go to website. I went to google.com, so that's all I went to on this. But you can get different instructions for different things like Windows, Mac, OS, Android, iOS, and DNS. So let's go over to dashboard, and you can see I have 116 DNS queries done. I have 13 blocked, and then you can see the top clients that have been requesting it. You can see the top query domains down here. You can see top blocked domains. And you can go over here to general, and you can see that there's different settings for different things like query log rotations and statistic rotations. You can clear the logs and clear the statistics. You can go over to DNS block filters, so you can add DNS block filters that are predefined right here. You can just click on one and then save, and then it'll add it and enable it. You can check for updates in each list. So I had one list that needed to be updated. You can go over here to DNS allow list. So you can go over here and you can put one in. Then DNS rewrites, so you can put your domain in there, and then you can rewrite it to this IP address. You can go and block certain services, like you can block different things by turning it on and off, and then save. And then you could have custom filter list, so you can go down here and get examples on what you do. You can just go over here, copy this in, and then this will unblock this service, and you just change the domain right here, and then you click apply. You can also go down here and you can just do some checks. So example.com is not blocked right now, but if I do this and check again, you can see it is blocked, and it's blocked by custom filtering rules right here. You can unblock it right here, and then it'll put the unblock in. You've also got query logs right here, so you can see what's been going on. You can block that and everything. You can go to DNS, the settings right here, and then you can go in here and you can set your upstream DNS providers, like you can do Cloudflare, Quade 9, different things like that. You can load balance between them, so query one upstream server at a time, so load balance in between the upstream servers. You can also do parallel requests, so it'll send all the requests there, and whichever is the fastest, it normally comes back with. And then you can do the fastest IP address, to where this slows down the DNS queries. I wouldn't recommend this. So you can see examples of different ones that they have. The Bootstrap DNS servers are for like DNS over HTTPS and over TLS. This has to be working because it's going to use this DNS server to get that domain's IP address, and then it's going to send it encrypted through there. You can test the upstreams. And then you can go down here and enable DNSSEC, eDNS, client subnet. You can also enable DNS caching. So you can clear the cache right here, and it'll clear the cache. You can set access settings. Here you can configure access rules for the Adguard Home DNS server. So now you can go over here, encryption settings. You can turn on the encryption for the HTTPS and DNS over HTTPS and DNS over TLS. And then put that all in. The client settings, you can change. You can add a client. And then you can start your own DHCP server up inside of Adguard. If you have one on your router, I wouldn't recommend this. And then you can go over here and check it. So that is how you get Adguard Home working on Home Assistant. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to get Adguard Home set up. If you don't see the IP address on the setup guide, your local IP address, you just need to make sure you have the static IP set inside the Home Assistant, and then you go into the add-on and go to Adguard Home, and then restart the Adguard Home, and it should go and in the setup guide have the IP addresses in there. So if you need any assistance or anything like that, you can go down to BigBearCommunity and you can join our Discord and ask questions there, or you can comment and on any of the videos, and I'll be glad to help you as much as possible. And also, if you enjoy the tutorials and you enjoy what I'm doing, you can subscribe, comment, like, and stay tuned for more.